Hi ladies, my name is Helena, you're on my mom face. So today I'm going to show you a quick eye look using one of our quad palettes. This is going to be more neutral everyday, kind of on the go kind of eye, nothing, nothing too fancy. So our quad palettes come with 4 different rounds. You get to pick which rounds you want, which is the beauty of the quad palette. So I actually keep all mine in a big 25. I have a bunch missing because I have a couple quad palettes out for different things. But I started with a quad palette and I ended up realizing I have an eyeshadow issue. And so I started collecting and had to get a bigger one. But these are nice, like I said, because you get to pick the colors that come in it. My biggest problem is I had 800 of those like rectangle palettes that had like 15 colors. I only wanted 2 and then I wasted the rest of them. And I used all of those 2 and then that was it, they were done. So this is nice because you get to pick your own and these pop out. So I usually you can use a bobby pin or whatever. But there's a little hole in the back and you just push it through and they pop out and you can interchange them. These are really nice too if you're going out of town, is the biggest reason I like them. My daughter plays out of town tournaments, so I use these constantly. And what I like to do when I go out of town is I usually pick one neutral, then I pick one highlight color, and then I pick a couple fun festive colors. So you can do a ton of different eye looks with 4 of your favorite rounds. These are also infused with primer, so you don't have to use eye primer. If you have really oily skin, we do have a great eye primer, but you honestly don't need it because this is infused with primer. These are also very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way, so they last forever. I've been using Younique for 6 or 7 months so far, and I haven't had to replace one yet, just because I haven't needed to. So today I'm going to be using Jealous. Sorry, I see something out of the corner of my eye. Jealous, Visionary, Delicious, and Gentle. So these are kind of a neutral colors. This is a matte neutral. This is a satin, kind of satin metallic. And this is definitely a metallic, but this is just a highlight. Let me bend it a little so you can see it. Like I said, this is a really neutral eye. So I'm going to use a couple different brushes. I never realized too that when you use different brushes and good brushes, the right brushes for what you're doing, it makes it's like a game changer for real. I was using the same brush and I put one color on. I literally took one brush, brown, and that was it. And that was my day. And now I'm obsessed with eyeshadows. I love everything about it. And I think it's one of the most creative ways to express yourself. And it's super easy, it's super simple, and it takes you, 2 minutes. So we're gonna start with this shade down here. This is the shade Jealous. So this is good for a transition color, and it's also good for just a lid color, honestly. So I go right here in the crease and a little bit above. And your transition color is meant to just be a background color. It's not the star, it's just in the background. It's kind of something for your other colors to sit into. And I think I may have a little bit of a color from yesterday's look, but we'll be okay. So I also have hooded eyes, so I have to go up a little bit more so that you can see the shadow. If you don't have hooded eyes, you don't necessarily have to do that, but I have hooded eyes. And it's just like it sounds. I have an overhang. I have a front porch on my face. That's what I always tell my husband. He's like, why do you say you have hooded eyes? I'm like, because I have a front porch on my face, babe. It's okay. I've learned to embrace it. No shame. And then I'm going to use this, ooh, sorry, I tipped my light. And then I'm going to use the shade Visionary, which is a metallic neutral. This is one of the newer ones. This one's only been out for, I don't know, a few months maybe? I'm not really sure, but not that long. And this just goes right on the lid. And like I said, this is a really quick look. This is one of my favorite, which is why it's not in the big 25, because I use this pretty regularly. Because it's super quick and I can do it before I go to work. Because when I get up for work in the morning, I get up in just enough time to get myself clothes, put my hair in a ponytail, because that's my mom look, and out the dough. And that's all I do, ever. So then I'm going to take, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to show you the brushes. My bad. This is our fluffy crease brush. This brush and the blending brush are my 2 favorite. If you get any kind of eye brushes, these are the 2 to get. We have a ton of different ones, but these are the 2 that I use the most frequently. I actually have 4 or 5 of these because I use them so much. It's just nice to have a backup. And then I'm going to use this shade right here. This is a little bit darker, and this is going to be our outer V color. And I'll post the colors underneath in the comments too. So I know it's hard to remember. And you could pick, if you wanted a more matte color, you could pick a more matte color. It's kind of up to you. I think that's what's so fun about eyeshadow, is that you could buy 4 eyeshadows and have, you know, I don't know the math really, but you could have a bajillion different eye looks when you get done. That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of eyeshadow and of makeup. I also have another, I'm stuttering today, I'm sorry. We also have another video on the palettes. We also have eye palettes. So then I take our blending brush. This is like a big fluffy brush, and I just do circular motions to blend all these colors together. And the further back you hold your brush, the lighter the touch is gonna be. The closer you hold it, the harsher it's gonna be. So when I use this, I hold it way far back, and it's to blur the lines so that it's not color, color, color. That way it all is kind of more cohesive. And then we're gonna take this color right here. This is our highlight color, Gentle, and just a tiny, tiny little bit. I think this is like an elf brush. I don't even know. This is like an elf brush. And I just put a little right here. And like I said, let me do that again so you can see. A little bit goes a very long way. That's all I did. Like tap, tap, tap. And not hard either. And you get all of that. So a little bit goes a very, very long way with these. And that just kind of opens the eye look up a little. And then we'll show you how we finish it really quick. So I do something a little different maybe than everybody else. So this is our eyeliner in the shade Perfect, which is kind of black. They call it Perfect. I don't know why they just don't say black, but they like to call it Perfect. And I go right underneath my lid line. It's called tight lining. I don't like that harsh line on top for every day. I do it occasionally when I do like a night look. I'll use the liquid eyeliner, but on an everyday thing, that's all I do for eyeliner on the top. If you wanted to use the liquid eyeliner, you totally could. We have a wonderful liquid eyeliner too. It's called the Dip and Draw. It's a super pointy. It's fun. It's fun. Then what I do is, like I said, I don't really like the harsh look of eyeliner, so I don't use that on the bottom either. What I do is I take my quad palette and I take the darkest color, and this is, like I said, this is a $1 elf brush, and it's a tiny little brush, and I slide this on the bottom just to put a little darkness on the bottom so that it brings the top and the bottom together. But it's not quite as like harsh as a black line. But again, that's my journey. Everybody's a little different. And then last but not least is the Epic Mascara. Best mascara ever. So I use a little mirror because I have bad depth perception. I can't see very far. I can't tell how far away my eyes are from my hand. It's a problem. So like I said, this is our basic black Epic Mascara. We also have the lash fibers, but I don't honestly use those on a regular basis, here and there, but not all the time. And you can see the difference, especially when I look up. And you can do 1 coat, 2 coat, 3 coats. The sky's the limit. And this has taken me probably 10 minutes. But in the morning when I'm doing it and not talking and explaining and showing things, it literally takes me 2 to 3 minutes to do my eyes, if that. My makeup all together in the morning probably takes me 10 or less. Kind of depends on how much I decide to do that day. Look how long my lashes are. I mean, seriously. A little on the bottom. I used to not even have bottom lashes still. I started using lash serum, but that's a whole nother day. I could talk about that all day. And so another thing I do, which is just weird, and I don't know why I do it, but I do, is I take my fingers and I blink onto my finger to bend my eyelashes. It's got nothing to do with anything. It's just a habit I've done since childhood, and I don't really know why. But like I said, this is a basic, simple, you know, neutral eye look using one of our quad palettes. I'll post the colors again underneath. But we have Jealous, Visionary, Gentle. What was the other one? I can't remember what it was called. Oh, Delicious. I'm sorry. I have 8 million colors, so I forget. Delicious, Gentle, Visionary, and Jealous. So this is a quad palette, and like I said, you get to pick these rounds, so that's what's so awesome about it. I'll post the colors in the comments below. Have a good day, guys. Bye.